Hi, everybody. Debbie here with Debbie Gets Crafty. And I just wanted to thank you all for joining in today. We're doing just a little bit of a different show today. It's not the, the show with Judy and Robbie today. Judy unfortunately had a family emergency with a member of her extended family. And so she was unable to join in. So I had placed um, uh, a message out to our dear friend Trisha with Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea to see if she would like to do our whip and chat of our Meow Lisa a little early today. And so I'm just waiting for her to respond. And but I thought we would kick things off and start our live. Um, this is I've not done solo uh, in a long time. Hi, Muttnuts. How are you? So bear with me. And uh, can everybody hear me okay? If you can hear me okay, please, go ahead and just let me know. And because I'm working with my mic today and not my headset. So I just felt like, taking it easy today and just knocking back some time with my Meow Lisa. Hi there, Chantel. So I hope everybody is okay. I hope everybody is doing well. Again, we're doing it a little differently today because Judy with All Fried Up Crafting Lounge wasn't able to make today's show due to a family emergency. But I have put out a message to my dear friend Trisha from Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea and to see if she would like to do our whip and chat a little early today. She has some plans for later on today, so I thought maybe we could do our whip and chat a little early. And so we're just waiting to see, and hear from her. I hope you're all doing well. Chantel, I see here that you have COVID. I'm so sorry, my friend. Healing prayers and crafty love are going to be sent out to you, as with anybody who is dealing with any illnesses in your family or yourselves personally. I wish you all well. I'm doing great. I'm as cranky as always. So let's see here. Muttnut says that she's in a little pain, did something to her lower back, missing her boyfriend. He had to go back to Pennsylvania for work. I'm sorry, Muttnuts. Well, hopefully you'll get to see him soon again. And I certainly hope that you're feeling better as well. And before I forget, I just want to do one thing real quick from my twin sister, Judy. Hi, Boo. Hi, Spoto. I love you. That's from your favorite Boo. So, anyway, friends, I'm going to get started working on my whip and chat of my Meow Lisa. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and I will show you my very little progress that I've made. Hang on. My masking tape, that I use is not too good right now. Hang on. Hold, please. There we go. All right. So that's what I've gotten done on my whip and chat so far. Not much. I'm sure Sweet Tea has gone much farther than I have, but yeah, I'm a pretty slow diamond placer. So, but that's how much I've gotten done so far. She's coming along beautifully. I'm so happy with her. And so we'll just set her back up on my stand here. All righty. Get my other piece of masking tape out that I use. I reuse masking tape, friends. There's nothing cheap about me. I don't care. It's okay. And let's see here. Make sure that's all smooth. Nice. And let us see here. I will check out the messages in just a second. And let's see. This doesn't want to cooperate today, but that's okay. Hiccups left and right today, but that's all right. We're going to overcome. Just tore my masking tape. There we go. Well, that'll work. That'll work great. All right. So, all right, let's catch up on some stuff here. Let's see here. Hold on. Hold your water, girl. Hold your water. No, I was just putting my painting back. So, and let's see here. I'm going to light this up. Okay. Hi, Robbie. Well, friends, we're going to start with doing a little diamond painting here on this end of the show. And what are you all working on today? I'm usually working on my next bad decision, but today I'll be working on my Mona Lisa. So, how is the weather where you all are today? I hope you're having a good day weather wise. It's been a bit overcast here in Tennessee, but it's that time of year. We were actually supposed to see this partial eclipse today, but due to the weather, we were not able to catch it. But that's okay. When Todd and I first moved here 7 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that, we moved here in June, and in August we had that big total eclipse come through, and we were part of like the total eclipse of it all. It was really neat. And so, Robbie, yes, everything is okay. Judy has an extended family member that is in need of some prayers. So if you could please send her some prayers to her and her extended family. Her son and grandchildren are all okay. There's just an extended member of her family that needs some prayers right now. But thank you for asking. And it's pouring where you are in Maryland. Yeah, I heard that you all were going to get some weather there for sure. Well, it's that time of year, you have to expect it. But let's see here. Only about 8 states were going to see the eclipse. Yeah, and Tennessee was actually going to be one of them. As a matter of fact, our area was supposed to get about, I think, between 50 and 60% coverage of the eclipse. But unfortunately, due to the overcast skies, we were not able to see it and take partake in that. So, but as I was saying, when Todd and I first moved to to Tennessee, we were only here 2 months, and that's when that big eclipse came through, the last big eclipse. And we were able to see that, and it was really super neat. As a matter of fact, I do have in my videos on my YouTube page, Debbie Gets Crafty, I do have a couple of videos from that eclipse. It was really super neat. If you've not experienced a total eclipse before, folks, it is really awesome. It starts to get dark. Like it feels like things are speeding up, like your day is speeding up into evening. And when you start getting closer to the total eclipse, that's when you get to hear. And this happened like at noontime, and the total eclipse started, and you were hearing the peepers, the all the things that make sounds at night. You were hearing all that. It was the most awesome thing. And then it was pitch black, like completely dark. It was so awesome. Our dogs were outside at the time. We had our two dogs at the time, Jack and Liberty, and they were going crazy because during a total eclipse, dogs see like these little squiggly ghosty things on the ground because they're looking on the ground, and they see these little like what look like little ghostly squiggly things on the ground, and they were barking and going crazy. All the neighborhood dogs are going out of their mind, but it was the neatest thing. It really was. So if you've never had a chance to experience a total eclipse, it's really awesome. So let's go ahead back to the comments. Mutnett says she saw one around 9 or 10. She was on a school trip to the Science Center, an aquarium in Baltimore, Maryland. That's awesome. And Gail, hi Gail. It's cloudy where you are also. Yeah, so we weren't able to see the eclipse. It wasn't a total eclipse. We were only going to be about 50 or 60%, I think, in the Tennessee area, the Middle Tennessee area where I live. So, but what are you going to do? That's okay though. Let's see here. Chantel says she saw that here in Colorado. It was so awesome. Oh, Chantel, I know. It really was neat. It really was neat. So, yeah, if you ever had, if you've had the chance to experience it, if you know, you know. So, I'm going to move on back here to my painting and be right back. Okay, my nuts. If you're going to get something to drink, get something that's not hot. So, oh, you missed it, Robbie? Oh, goodness. Well, I know down here in the states, only a select few states were going to see the eclipse. I think Muttnuts made reference to about 8 states. So, I don't know if up in Canada there were going to be more areas that were going to be able to see the eclipse. Let's see here. It was a really big deal, Chantel, when that happened a few years ago. Um, my husband and I actually we were let out of work early, not for the eclipse, but for something different. So we had a chance to see it, because we would have been working at the time. But we had a chance. They let us out of work early for, I forget why, but we worked for the same company at the time. And so it was like a half an hour before the eclipse started. So we got out just in time. And it was really neat. It was exciting to see that last time. Absolutely. So how's everybody doing? I'm so sorry. It's just me right now. I did invite Sweet Tea from Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea. She and I are working on our Meow Lisa paintings together, and we do a weekly WIP Chat. So I let her know that Judy wasn't going to be here today, so if she wanted to pop on in and we can work on our pictures together for a little while. And I did send her that link to pop on in. So, hi, Debbie from Diamond Painting Cajun. You just popping in? Oh, you're moving your mother in law. Okay. Well, hello there, friend. And thank you, hun, for showing your support. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's awesome. And Dawn's life. Hey, Dawn. I hope everybody is doing well. Oh, that's great. And friends, tell me, what projects are you working on today? I'm working on my Mona Lisa. I have to do a lot of filming. Oh my goodness, I have a lot of filming to do later on today, friends. A lot. So I've got to catch up on my filming. Um, but I have, Mona Lisa that I'm working on. And of course, you all know that I'm working on my paint by numbers. I'm working on my dove. I'm working on my Bible. I'm working on other projects. So, you know me, got to keep me off those crafty streets. I'm just bad news out there. And we have people saying hello to everybody. That's awesome. Aw, nice. And what else is everybody up to? You all know what I'm up to, which is usually no good. So, what are you all up to? Inquiring minds want to know. And let's see here. So, I'm just, like I said, I'm going to be working on my painting while I talk with you today. And because I am so far behind on my Mona Lisa. So I got to catch up somehow. Sweet Tea is a quick draw when it comes to diamond painting. Me, I'm not so fast. My husband would say I am, but I'm usually not. Oh, you're still working on your 50 by 40, the 26 color. Oh, that's awesome. The landscape. Neat. We should be back, friends, on our regular schedule. It will be back on my channel again next week as well. Um, so 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that ought to be fun. So hopefully, Robbie, if you're still working on that, um, we'll be more than happy to see your progress on it. And so, what else is everybody up to? Myself, I have decided I finished. Oh, I do have a completion, friends. Here I go. I'm like a Mexican jumping bean today. I'm just like all over the place. I do have a completion. I completed this yesterday. It says Fall Wishes and Pumpkin Spice Kisses. And it's a little gnome sitting on a pumpkin with all the fall things. So I finished that yesterday. And that made me decide to start a little early on my winter slash Christmas canvases that I've been wanting to work on. You know me, friends. I love this time of year. I especially love winter. I especially love Christmas. So I dug into my stash down and deep, and I got a canvas that I started yesterday. Allow me to grab that. And this is the canvas that I just started yesterday. Let me pull that back a little. There you go. And sorry about the mic in the way. Sorry about the glare. There we go. This is an oldie but a goodie. I got this from Amazon a million years ago. I think one of the first diamond paintings that I got. And and it's very pixelated, but that's okay. I don't care. It's that winter scene with the barn and the snow and the trees, and I love it. So I've been working on that. I started that yesterday. Um, and Cajun, good luck to you, my friend. Good luck. And let's see here. Your break is up. Well, get going, girl. And so uh, I started that yesterday. Like I said, uh, it's a little pixelated because it's one of the older style ones, but that's okay. I don't mind. But it's coming along nicely. A lot of color blocking, which is right up my alley. There is the one evergreen tree in the picture is very heavily um, confetti heavy. The other trees are fairly confetti heavy as well, but that one, that is confetti heavy. So, but the rest of it is really a lot of color blocking. So I enjoy color blocking. I've been really doing a lot of color blocking with my four placer lately, whenever I can. But so there's, that's my latest. That's my personal project. I have everything else that I'm doing with the Mona Lisa and the paint by numbers and the Bible and the dove and all that. Those are my other, projects that I have for YouTube. But the barn, the winter scene is my personal project that I like to do when I have a little bit of time to work on it. So that's honestly all that I have going on. I do have, oh, how many? I have two Timu orders that I placed a few days ago. So when they come in, I'll do an unboxing, whatever you'd like to call it. It'll probably be in a bag. I will do that. I do have two more um, companies that are sending me PR packages. So that is a total of, I think, three so far that are sending me PR packages. So when they come in, I will do some product reviews for you. I'm super excited about that. Um, so, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with me. I've been thinking lately, having visions of Thanksgiving swirling around in my head, and I can't wait for that. So I was talking to my husband today about, you know, preparing what we're going to prepare early and freeze and all that. We usually like to do our dressing and our um, potatoes, our kicked up mashed potatoes. We like to prepare those early and put those in the freezer and then get as much done beforehand as possible leading up to Thanksgiving. And then the day of, all we have to worry about is putting the turkey in the oven and cooking that and then just warming up all the other sides. So that's going to be fun. And let's see here. Okay. And so let's see here. And Robbie, I'm not sure if I understand what you mean. If it's still going on, please keep me up to date. I guess you mean next week's show? Of course, we'll keep you up to date like we've been for sure. I'm sorry that it was so, such late notice today, but this unfortunate emergency that popped up for Judy's extended family member, it was unforeseen. So when I found out, you found out. So, I'm sorry if it was, very late in the day, but um, it was just an unforeseen thing that happened. But anyway, who all else is thinking about Thanksgiving already? I'm sorry, I fly right through Halloween. You could say I fly through Halloween on my broomstick, but I'm not a big Halloween fan, so I laser focused on Thanksgiving right now. Anybody else thinking about Thanksgiving? Are you all having family over? Are you all having turkey? What do you like to have for your main dish on Thanksgiving? Any vegetarians out there? If there are, what are your takes on Thanksgiving? I always am curious to find that out and to find out what other people enjoy during the holiday season. So I'm going to go ahead and get back over to my painting. I've been reading the comments here, and so far everybody's saying hi to everybody and bye to everybody. So let's see here. That's right. You had your Thanksgiving on Monday. That's right. In Canada, they celebrated Thanksgiving on Monday, which is our Columbus Day here in the States. So happy belated Thanksgiving to all of our friends in Canada. And Robbie, what did you have on Thanksgiving? Do you have the regular what we have here in the States? You know, your basic turkey, the mashed potatoes, the all that jazz, the stuffing and all that. Just thinking about that. I can't hardly wait. So yeah, do you have all that stuff, that we usually partake in on our Thanksgiving in November? I'd love to know. So anywho, I'm going to get back here and start diamond painting. So as I was saying before, I have been using a little bit more my four placer pen. Oh, Robbie said yes. Nice. Did you have enough turkey to put yourself into a turkey coma? Did you? I hope you did. I hope you had fun. And I hope you got to see family. So yeah, I've been using the multi placer a little more, the four placer, trying to work my way up to maybe doing a six placer. I'm not sure. So, but the four placer seems to be working well for me. And I've actually, let's see here. Oh, good. I'm that's. I've actually been doing pretty well with the multi placing. I've been very happy with it. It's a process to learn. Oh, friends, my team leader at work, she's such a sweetheart. I went and did it. I got her into diamond painting, and she hopped in head first, right into it all. And she is loving every single second of it. As a matter of fact, she has only been diamond painting for, if it's been a month, that's a lot. She's already on her third painting, and this painting is a square, her very first square. And she is thrilled to do this square painting. So she just loves it. She loves it, friends. She is in. She's all the way in. And she showed me her canvases that she's done so far. They came out so cute. And mom makes you a gluten free stuffing. Good. Well, I'm glad. I know that you have a problem with gluten, so you really have to watch yourself. So that's good that you're able to partake and enjoy and just do it with a twist. You know, Todd, my husband, we have to watch his sugar. So we have to, come up with some creative ways to enjoy certain things as well. Like our pumpkin pie that we make is a diabetic friendly pumpkin pie. And there's other recipes that we use that are diabetic friendly as well. Uh, and I'll tell you, I mean, with a little research, and are some of these recipes, do they taste exactly the same as the regular stuff? Not necessarily, but these days you can work with the ingredients. There's so many more ingredients that are diabetic friendly, that are gluten free, that if you have these issues, it's not like, oh great, I'm stuck eating cardboard now for the rest of my life. There are alternatives out there that were not there years ago, and that you can enjoy just as much as the regular stuff. So I'm glad that mom makes you your gluten-free stuffing. That's awesome. And we enjoy our uh, diabetic friendly pumpkin pie at the holidays as well. Honestly, for us, the diabetic friendly version actually to us tastes better than the regular version. So, hi, Dawn McCrary. Hi there, honey. Hi, Tara. Friends, I'd like to take a moment to wish Tara, our beautiful friend Tara from Diamond Pixie Craft, a very happy early birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow, October 15th. So, Tara, this is for you, my friend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear friend Tara. Happy birthday to you. And now I'll get the hook. And many more. So, happy birthday, Tara. Love you so much, honey. And so we were just talking about Thanksgiving and food, of course, because, I'm breathing air, so I'm going to talk food. And we were just talking about how Robbie's mom, for their Thanksgiving meal that they had on Monday, because he lives in Canada and they celebrate Thanksgiving on uh, in October, that she made him some gluten-free stuffing. And I was saying how my husband is has to watch his sugar intake, so we make a version of pumpkin pie, and so which to us tastes even better than the regular version. So, uh, do you guys have any recipes that you tailor and make your own? Well, hey there, Tara. Tara, I'm sorry. Hey there, Trisha. Hi, Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, I sent you a message, my friend, in Facebook. So if you're up to hopping on, come on over and we'll work on our project for a little while today. Chris, happy birthday. Today is Sweet Tea's husband's birthday. Hi there, Mr. Sweet Tea. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Sweet Tea, aka Chris. Happy birthday to you. So yes, Sweetie, I did send you a link, honey. If you feel like coming on and working on your project for a little while with me, I'm working on her already. Girlfriend, I am so far behind you. Mm-mm-mm. So I'm trying to work on her for a little bit to catch up. But if you're interested, hop on over to your Facebook Messenger if you want, and hop on with me. We were just talking about Thanksgiving and food and all that good stuff. And everybody's saying happy birthday, Mr. Sweetie. I love it. Oh, goodness. So I hope you all are having a good week. I'm having a great week because I get to come here and chit chat with my friends. I love it. And work on this darling little kitty cat. Friends, I got to tell you something. Sweetie, if you're still here, if you've not yet left and hopping on to the live yet, I'll repeat myself when you arrive if you don't hear this. You, my friend, are an enabler, a kitty cat enabler. Do you know how many cat prints I've gotten since you and I have really been communicating and talking back and forth? I've gotten so many, so many cat pictures. I'm normally not a cat person. I used to have cats growing up, but then the older I got, I steered clear of cats, and I mean, I've got nothing against them. I love cats, but just haven't had one in a long time. I've had dogs, and then Sweet Tea came into my life, and now every cat picture I see, I need to have. I've got so many cat pictures ordered and they're coming. I've got some in my cart still. I've got these classic kitty pictures. I am totally in, up to my eyebrows in kitty cats. It is hysterical. You might as well call me the kitty cat, the kitty cat lady, because I am in up to my whiskers, I'll tell you. So, Sweetie, you girl, I have you to thank for that. Because I used to look at these pictures and be like, "Oh, they're cute, but I'm not into cats. Bye." And then all of a sudden, I started seeing more and more that you were unboxing and bagging, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get some of these. So yeah, I have you to thank, friend. And hi, Amanda from Amanda's Crafty Corner. Hello. Hello there. It's a little different show today, friends. I'm doing a little bit of a solo. Judy from All Fried Up Crafting Lounge had a bit of an emergency, so she had to deal with that today. So I told Robbie, I said, enjoy your weekend, my friend. I'm going to be here doing a little WIP Chat. And Sweet Tea said she'll come on in a little bit, which is awesome. And we'll do our little weekly WIP Chat of our Meow and Elisa, which is coming along beautifully. She's going to be so cute. And then we have other projects in the works after our Meow and Elisa is done. So we're excited about that as well. So I'm just working on her because, friends, I got to catch up. Miss Sweet Tea, she is, whew, she's a terror on wheels with that diamond painting pen. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know if that's a diamond painting pen in her hand or if that's a magic wand. But that lady can diamond paint. She's got the gift, I'll tell you. Me, I'm a bit slower. Well, you can tell by my mouth yapping. I can't help it. Get me in front of my friends and I just can't stop talking. You know that. For as hard as I try. My poor husband probably thinks, good, she's not chewing my ear off. I will later on, though. And friends representing today, hello. Buffalo Bills, hello. Sweet Tea, good game last week. The Bills were not at their best. And that was, yeah, that was something, all right, for sure. Everybody around who knows about, who watches football and follows football, or a lot of folks are saying, they arrived too late. They arrived there, I think, on Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure, but not nearly enough time to acclimate themselves to the time change in England. They played in England last week and they played the Jacksonville Jags and they lost to the Jacksonville Jags. And a lot of folks are saying, myself included, my husband said last weekend after they finished their game, they need to be on a plane now to London. And that didn't happen. And we are firm believers that that was a big contributing factor as to why they lost the game on Sunday. So hopefully now that they're back in the States, hopefully they've had a few days to rest up. And we lost a lot of players due to injuries over there. So they have to recalculate their moves for this Sunday. Hopefully they can do it. I have faith. I have faith. And let's check the old messages. Let's see here. They did get there on Friday. That's right, Sweet Tea. And, the Jags were there already for over a week because they had played another team the week before. So I'm a great talker, Robbie. I've got a big mouth. But thank you. Getting back to that game, they had a I'm not going to say an advantage because they had to be there for work anyway. They had to play another team the week before. As a matter of fact, uh, their quarterback had commented how he could tell how he felt that first game that they played in comparison to the second game, the one with the Bills last week, that he felt a little jet lagged, shall I say, maybe a little off on that first game because they had arrived, I think it was either Tuesday or Thursday that week before that game. And then they had the entire week in London to relax, get acclimated, fully acclimated to the time change, and then come out and play the Bills last week, who didn't arrive until Friday. So that I think had a lot to do with it. The injuries didn't help though during the game. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm hopefully optimistic that we'll pull out a win. Go Bills! So that's been the topic of conversation in our house since that game. Um, Now, those who followed that game last week may agree, may not agree, but there were a couple of questionable calls from the officials. I'm going to say it out loud. There were a couple of questionable calls from the officials, but that's neither here nor there. That's water under the bridge. I just hope that this week we can gather our thoughts and get everything together and get them back in the winning team that I know that they are. So that's well now. Look here.
Don't get me going.
Hello there.
Hello, baby. Oh my gosh, what a day.
Hello, darling.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Oh my lord, I'm in a rush. You can tell I'm all splotchy. I've just been panicking. I'm, trying to get prepared and everything. I've got a comedian to go see tonight, and yeah, it's my husband's birthday, so he wants to go out to eat before we go across the street to where we're going to go see it. And unfortunately, there's going to be a game at the auditorium next door, the big
Oh,
yeah, the arena, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he doesn't know anything about this. We're going to leave earlier.
there you go. Well, maybe this was a good thing that this happened then,
Yeah,
that we were able to get
yeah.
together a little earlier today. Good.
I hate
Well,
that something is going on.
yeah, yeah, we're going to
It's
continue to send some prayers over to Judy and her extended family.
yes.
So let's see here. We got some folks saying, "Hi, sweet tea."
Hello, hello,
And
hello.
and we have Dawn McCreary saying that she's working on Moon Goddess. Beautiful.
Ooh.
And let's see here. Can't imagine trying to do anything with that jet lag. Yeah, Dawn, yeah, if you have jet lag, that can really mess with you. So, I mean, I'm not making excuses for the team, honestly, but really, I mean, facts are facts. When you travel that far, your body's bound to have to recuperate a little bit and readjust. And
Yeah, I don't
just
know
that,
why the Bills didn't to get there like Tuesday. I mean,
honey, that's what
you
Todd was
know,
saying.
I didn't understand that at all. Coming in Friday.
The game that's going on tomorrow is the Titans, and I forget who they're playing. Well, the Titans didn't leave until Thursday or yesterday too. So I mean,
Oh no.
we're just gonna have a rinse and repeat.
I'm just
So
not sure. I would pull for the Titans, but at this point, I'm not sure I'm going to be watching that game. I don't want to see
oh,
him get massacred.
I will be watching that game. Unfortunately,
Hmm.
Todd and I have been talking lately, wondering, and I hate to say this, but listen, the Titans haven't really been performing that well the past couple years. So we're wondering if this is going to be the last year for the coach, Mike Vrabel.
Oh boy.
Well, they those things happen. Those things happen.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, the Jaguars were doing great, and then all of a sudden, they didn't do so great. And then, now they're doing great. It's,
I know.
sometimes you just have to work through it and don't change anything. Let the guys learn how to work with everybody.
Hmm.
and use more of your team and give them training and get them out there to play.
Yep. Yep.
I personally think that, yeah, it's like for Carolina,
Yeah.
Andy Dalton, get him out there.
Yeah.
It's like he is the senior, Bryce Young is the junior.
Yeah.
So get him out there, get him teaching him. It's like, yes, give him his time, but also play your second.
He needs a little
It
bit of
just
time on the field.
it makes sense to me.
How do you
It's like you've
learn
got
if you
all
don't
that
teach?
talent. Why don't you use it some? I
Yeah.
mean, I understand that, yes, we got this up and coming, and that'll be great
Right.
if he gets it going.
Exactly.
But until then, let's work them both and, let him learn.
Exactly.
So,
You don't learn unless you do.
but no, I
That
know that
goes
my
without
team,
saying.
yeah, my team is it's one of those that is growing. It's starting over. It's my husband just throws his hands up. Why am I watching this yada 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 beep? Like I said, you've got to be a loyal fan. You got to be
That's
through the bad and the good. You got to
that's
be a
right.
loyal fan.
That's
It's like if
right.
you're otherwise, why are you watching it?
That's right. Exactly. You're
So,
right. You are 100% right. Friend, how have you been?
this has been a fun week. Been a real fun week. I had some tests on Wednesday. Uh, one was an ultrasound of my neck
Right.
to look at my carotid artery to see
Right.
maybe if there's a partial blockage or something going on. Because I've had some strange feelings every once in a while. Nothing major. Don't get concerned. It's I wanted to know for myself,
Sure.
is something going on? Because I'd rather catch it now than later on when something
Then it'd
major
be an
happens.
emergency. Exactly.
The second one was an echocardiogram, and she wanted me to lay on my left side, which at that time was not happening. And I told her so. I said, I just don't think so. And she says, well, let's try to do it with you laying down. So she gave me a little um, thing to put under my knees so that I wasn't totally laying flat because
Flat.
I don't lay flat.
Me either.
I'm
Me
sorry. I
either.
am a very curvy girl
Yes.
and I don't lay flat.
No, me
So,
either. Yep. I agree. I know.
oh my gosh. And yeah, so yeah, she was getting great images, she said, but what she was doing is she was basically jamming this wand. Oh yeah, the gel was nice and warm. I'm like, at this point, I don't care if it's warm or cold, or I don't care.
Just get it over with.
But she's like pushing as hard as she can into my ribs to see in between. And I felt like it is now Saturday. This was Wednesday. I'm still sore,
I bet.
just slightly sore. And I'm like, you don't need to hurt somebody like that.
Yeah,
I
right.
was
I'm not a
afraid that I was
lobster.
going to be,
I'm
yeah,
not a
it's like,
lobster to crack
not
open.
doing that. Gosh, it's like you're trying to just kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at the ceiling, going, please hurry up and get this over with.
Yeah, you try to take yourself to a different place just to get through it.
Oh, what I said to her, I turned to her and I said, thank God I don't have a mammogram today.
Although, friends, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Get
Right.
them squeezed.
I will have one, and maybe this month, but I have an aversion to them. So if it's not this month, it might be next month. But
There
still,
you go.
I will
There you
have
go.
one
Good.
because I'm overdue for one, and I
Yeah,
know that it's very necessary. But thank God
absolutely.
it wasn't in the same day because
Oh my, that would have been
I was
horrific.
nowhere.
Oh no, 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 no.
No, I wanted to crawl, just crawl and to just get into a fetal position and just go to
Honestly,
sleep.
sometimes Yeah, you're right. Well, I think sometimes some of those texts go at you like like you owe them money. Like you're going to war, like they're going to war. You know, they come at you like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get my pound of
Oh,
flesh
believe me,
today.
they get their money beforehand because I have to pay that copay, boy. And
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and my
Oh yeah.
insurance, unfortunately, being Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and yet it's still for specialists like this, it's $100.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I've been shelling out $100 at a pop for like physical therapy,
Yeah.
this, and other stuff. It's like boom, boom, boom. My credit
Yep.
cards are like smoking.
Yeah. Right. Right. And we're
It's
just going to go
terrible.
back real quick. Let's see. And Mutnut says she's a diehard Ravens fan. Go Ravens. Let's see here. I didn't know until last week that they even play in a different country now. Yes, Dawn. As a matter of fact, this week is the last week in London, and then next week they go to Germany. Nope, not next week. Maybe next week. I'm not sure, but they are headed to Germany for 2 weeks to do
Ooh,
games over in Germany. So
are they going to play in Mexico? You think?
I don't know. I think that they're looking at that. I know not this season, but I think they are looking at different countries to go
Because they
to.
listed Mexico as being one where they played, and I'm like, I don't remember a game in
I
Mexico.
don't remember that either.
But then
I don't
again, I
remember
might have
that.
just missed it. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Amanda from Amanda's Crafty Corner says that jet lag is no joke. She went to Rome,
Mm-mm.
and that's a 6 hour difference. She basically wrote off Sunday as she slept all day and night and woke up Monday morning at 7 a.m. And when she got back, she did the same thing when she got back to the States. Yeah, it really, well, and imagine having to do that and play a professional sport,
No
and
way.
put your body through what those guys put their bodies through. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Uh-uh. And then she said, let's see, she slept all day on Sunday, so she was right as rain for Tuesday and went back to work. There you go. Yeah, so absolutely. I can only imagine what those guys went through. Really. Like I said, I'm
Yep,
not making an excuse. Listen, they're all grown ups. They all know how to how to schedule flights. I mean, but somebody has to say something and say we need to make sure these guys get there with enough time for their bodies to adjust. Because the people in the offices making these reservations, they can make whatever they want, reservations last minute, whatever. But it's the guys who have to physically do the work that are the ones that suffer. So
that's true.
yeah. And of course, before you came on, I don't know if you heard, but I thank you for being my enabler. Dare I say my
I listened to
kitty cat
you.
pusher? Hmm. My official kitty cat pusher.
Oh
And
boy.
I'm so glad for it though, because I've gotten so many of these cute girlfriend. I have one in my cart right now, and it's a cat sitting there with a bucket of popcorn and 3D glasses on, and he's putting a
Mhm.
mouthful of popcorn in his mouth. He looks so
I
sleek and
actually
sweet.
have. I think I've got that one. If I've
Oh,
not ordered it, then I've got it. On one of those uh, companies that I get PR packages from.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, did you? Now, I love the one that I did. I actually got it and did it. And it was the kitty chewing on a corn cob.
Yes,
And I love
that's
that one. That was
that's
so cute.
yes. You got some really cute kitty cat ones. The one that you did recently, Paws. First of all, Jaws happens to be one of our favorite movies here, top 5 in this house. Um, but when we saw that, Todd's like, "Oh my gosh, that's too cute."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had seen it before, and I think I've seen somebody unbag it before. And I was just, I fell out of my chair. I'm like, oh, how sweet is that? Little shark
Girl,
kitty.
when you said, "I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you," I started to roar. The way you said that, "I'm gonna get you," that was so stinking cute.
She's up there just a swimming.
Oh my
Here comes
god!
his paw.
And I'm hearing the music in my head. Oh my
I was kind of trying to do the theme as I was talking to you.
it
Yep.
was so cute.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. But
I
I am
just don't like all
totally
the blood. I'm not. And
I'm
when
not
Bruce
either.
comes up on the boat, I'm like, oh my God, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Shoo,
no.
shoo.
You're right.
Go back down there, buddy.
There's moments in that
Hmm.
movie that I turn away because I'm uncomfortable with it. But
Yeah,
it is a good movie. I love Roy Schneider.
it's
He's a
definitely
great actor.
suspenseful.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
is suspenseful. And yeah, one of our top 5 movies, but when you showed Pause, oh my gosh, I lost it right there. Oh,
It's so cute.
mm-mm-mm. So, what else have you been working on lately? I know you've been very busy. I have been enjoying your
Oh
videos.
boy. Oh, I don't know if I can move it. It's kind of underneath here. Let's see if I can do this. I got stuff stacked up on stuff, stacked up on stuff, stacked up on stuff. This is Diamond Dots, and it's called A Walk Down Autumn Lane.
I want to be there right now. That's gorgeous. Friends, take a moment. That's absolutely gorgeous.
And I can't show you every, well, maybe I can show you back here a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
I've been working on this all week, all week. It's just gorgeous. It really
It
is.
is.
My grandbabies, when we're looking at it, they had me. I love it. I walk in the door. There's a table set up, a place for Jessica, a place for me, for my
Oh.
diamond painting. So they knew I was going to bring a diamond painting. They knew it.
Oh.
I brought my diamond painting, and I sat there, and my grandkids just kind of revolved around me. Yep,
Oh.
and we had a good time.
Oh, that's great. You got to see them. I'm so
Yeah.
happy. Oh, that's
Unfortunately, my son
awesome.
had to work most of the time. He works at home,
Uh-huh.
but and he has meetings and stuff like this. We have to try to keep the kids quiet
Sure.
and and busy. So, yeah, that was interesting, keeping them
Oh.
busy. But my son, for my husband's birthday, sent us home when we were saying our goodbyes. He sent us home with ribs and baked beans.
Well now.
Oh my God.
Well now.
Well, now
Well
you
now.
talking some? I'm talking some good ribs. They were just falling off the bone,
Oh,
yummy. The baked beans were to die for. He had onion in it. There was something
oh.
tangy going on in it. Little tartness. It was
Everything.
I wanted to crawl into the bowl of the baked beans. It was so good.
I bet.
My
I bet.
son can cook. He can cook. My husband could cook. So, and I am so happy to have them around me because I don't want to cook.
Todd's a very good cook too. As a matter of fact, he's going to make a pot of sauce tomorrow, and he's we're going to have meatball parmesan sandwiches for dinner
Yum.
tomorrow night. Yeah,
What time should I be there?
exactly,
Mm,
exactly.
yum.
We'll have yours ready for sure.
There you go.
So
Yes,
tonight's
if
going to
I
be a
don't
super
make
grilled
it,
cheese
just
night.
then you have one for me.
There you go. I will. I'll
Oh,
hold it in the air and say, "This one's for sweet tea."
I'm gonna say you just send me a picture. I want to see it
Okay.
before you start eating and just snap.
It's funny you say send me a picture because
Mm.
Todd and I, we have this little thing between us that like if I say something no, if he says something like, "Oh, you should see this something or other." And I'll tell him, "Take a picture. I want a proof of life." That's what we call it, a proof of life picture. So, I'll send you a proof of life picture with this meatball sandwich.
There you go.
But tonight's going to be a soup and grilled cheese night for us because it's on the chilly
Ooh.
side today here in Tennessee.
Oh,
So,
we're gonna get that tomorrow. It's going to be in the 60s tomorrow, and I think this week is going to be in the 60s. I see some shrimp bisque in my future.
there you
And
go.
my husband, I think, said he's going to make tomorrow. He is going to make some chili, and he makes some good chili.
I really want to make some chili. I really want to make some chili. I think next weekend, I think I might make a batch of chili and
That would
some
be so
cornbread.
tasty.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And Benji, I don't know if I said hello, my friend. Hello.
Hey, Benji.
And the stealthy crafter is here. Hi, hun. And we have
What? Jessica.
and we have that's your daughter-in-law.
Yes.
Well, hello, Jessica. And Muttnuts was saying mom made a pot of homemade chicken noodle soup today. Oh my god.
Oh
What
my
time are we going to
gosh.
be there? And have a batch ready for a to go bag ready for sweet tea because she's got plans for
Yes.
tonight.
Yes.
But I'll take hers, and if I can make it there with it, if it doesn't get eaten first, then I'll get her a
I'll
bag.
forgive you if it does.
Thank you. I love chicken noodle soup. I love it. I love it. And let's see here. And let's see, 62 here and raining. Muttnut says, yeah,
Oh
this is
wow.
typical autumn weather. Benji says that her husband cooks a little for her, but not often enough. Oh,
Oh.
I get out of work later than my husband does, so he always has dinner ready for me. He usually cooks dinner in the morning, and then he just has to warm it up when he gets out of work. So, yeah, he does a lot of cooking here for us. So, and Muttnut says that it's going to be in the mail. Oh, good. So you'll get. I love it. I love it. It'll be in a baggie.
Little dry ice.
Dry ice. Yes, exactly. Don't forget some crackers. Ooh, sweetie, do you like the oyster crackers when you have soup? I love oyster
I
crackers.
did buy some for when I do the shrimp bisque because I do
Yes.
like a little bit of that. A
Yes.
lot of times for soups, if I have them, like, all right, for my husband's beef stew or the chili, I would even like the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits or their
You know.
Parmesan rosemary biscuit. Oh my,
Are they good?
that's yummy. They are so yummy.
I think we
Mm.
tried the Cheddar Bay biscuits one time. Todd and I were honestly, we were not fans, but we had to give them a shot because
Oh,
Judy loves them. When she makes biscuits, Cheddar Bay biscuits are her go-to. Um,
yes.
Todd and I were not fans of it though. But yes, I do love oyster crackers in my soup. Yummy.
Well, when I grew up, all it was saltine crackers. I mean, that's what you got.
I
So
love
that's what
saltine
mom
crackers in
had.
my soup.
And that's what you got.
Yes. Yep.
Saltine crackers with peanut butter,
Yep.
whatever. I mean, it's just that was the go-to cracker.
My dad,
Saltine.
he used to tell us that growing up, for a snack, he would have saltines and milk.
Ooh.
Crush up some saltines, pour some milk on it. And
Oh my gosh. There you go.
well, one night after my
Well,
mom went to
cornbread and
work,
milk. That's my mom would put cornbread and
exactly,
have milk on it. Yeah.
exactly. Well, one night my mom went to work and dad says, do you want to try saltines and milk? And I was like, okay, delicious. The saltiness of the saltines with the milk, nice combination. Excellent
Yum.
combination. So, yeah, saltines and milk. Yummo. But yeah, I
Very
love
nice.
oyster crackers. I love saltine crackers in my soup. I love it. Love it. Todd will dip his because usually when we have soup, we usually have grilled cheese with our soup. So he'll dip a corner of his grilled cheese in the soup and sop it up that way.
Well, when I think of grilled cheese, I think of tomato soup.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
See, Todd's not a great big soup fan. Like he loves
Hmm.
tomato soup. He loves like the bisque. He loves a nice bisque. Um, but other soups he's not a big fan of. So yeah,
Well,
it's typically we usually get like a tomato, like the Progresso makes the tomato basil soup,
right.
and that's usually what we'll get, which is
I love the
delicious.
Italian wedding soup.
That's one of my favorites. Oh my
It's
gosh,
so good. So
it
good.
really is. I'm a lentil soup fan as well. I
Ooh,
like soup. I enjoy soup.
comfort food.
That's huh?
Comfort food.
It really is. Oh, I'm all about it. Um, I love uh like stews and stuff. They can't be too watery though, but I love a nice stew. Todd doesn't like stew. He's not a fan.
Not even beef stew.
He's not a fan. He'll eat it. He'll eat it, but he's not a fan. You
Hmm.
know, every so often I'll we'll get some type of a stew. I don't usually make it homemade, but we'll get something and like a beef and ale type of a stew, and he'll eat
Okay.
that. But typically, he's not a fan of stew. But that's okay. That's all right.
Well, we each have our own tastes.
That's right. And it's funny because since we've been together, I have expanded my taste buds, my preferences uh, to things that I never thought I would ever eat. So, and really, I have him to thank for it. Things that I would normally turn my nose up when I was younger, I now enjoy. And I always tell him my parents are up in heaven looking down saying, "You couldn't have liked it when you were growing up. Really? Really?" Oh, yeah. So, but that's all right. But it's that time of year that, we're looking to our fall recipes that we normally have when the colder weather sets in. The chili. I love chili. When Todd used to hunt when we lived in New York State, he would get a deer and he'd have it processed, and we always made sure we had stew meat for chili. I like to put
Mm.
ground beef in my chili. Now, does Chris use ground beef or does he use like a stew meat?
In his chili, he uses ground beef.
Yes. Yep. I love ground beef and chili. But Todd used to make it with stew meat, and it's delicious.
Mm.
I prefer the ground.
That's just what
So
I'm used to.
yeah, yeah, me too. Now somebody was saying something. Let's see here. Did you make? Okay, so I guess Robbie wanted to know if your hubby makes his chili very hot.
No, because I don't like it too spicy.
Yeah,
I'll get, I'll have indigestion. I can't. Mm-mm. I don't want it too spicy. I don't mind a little heat,
yeah,
just little,
yeah.
but I don't want it just making me as red as I am right now. No, I don't want to be smoking.
Yeah, I'm the same way for sure. And Dawn McCree says hi, Trisha. And let's
Hi.
see. Mutnut says that her favorite soup is homemade Maryland cream of crab soup with lots of
Ooh.
Old Bay.
Oh my. Yeah.
Sounds like she's
There you
ticking
go.
off all the boxes for
Mm.
you and my husband. He
Yum.
loves all the seafood stuff. Yeah.
Wow. One thing I have never tried and it intrigues me, although I'm not sure if I will ever truly try it. I don't know. I'm maybe. And that is soft shell crabs.
Oh, really?
I've never had one.
I don't know if my husband has had them. And if he has, he hasn't had very many of them. I'm not sure. I don't see him here, so he may not be. He may be outside with Spoto right now. Spoto is, oh, friends. Spoto has been so good. He has been an absolute angel. Today, he's taking a break from being an angel. He has been just a little terror on wheels today. And yeah, so
He was
he tunneled.
due.
What was that?
He was due.
He
It
was.
was
He was
time.
due. You're right. He was
He's
due.
like, okay, I'm done. I'm done
Yeah,
with that being good stuff. I'm gonna,
exactly.
yeah. Nope,
I need a break.
not happening.
I need to let loose. And let loose he is. So he's giving us a run for our money today.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, he's been so good. Today,
I think Todd said it's today that marks the 29th day that he's been on his medication.
And we can honestly say we see a difference, and it's a positive difference. So for him, and for him to have these times where he's going to be, a little more rambunctious, that's okay. We can take that. It was when he was up at a 16 all the time that it was just so exhausting. We couldn't handle it any longer. And
Well,
but being on this medicine, it's taken him down a bit. He still has these little breakthrough spurts of being, just a little wild man. But
being a baby. I mean, he
being a
is
baby,
young. He's just
well,
a
that's the whole thing.
puppy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He'll be 10 months old on the first. So we still have to remember that. Um, but he really is being very good. Um, this whole week he's been really very good. Today though, like I said, he's been taking a break from being a good boy.
He's
And
letting it
so
all hang out.
he literally is letting it all hang out. And so he's giving
And
poor
that's
Todd a
good.
run for his money today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll as long as it doesn't rain out, we'll take him outside and play with him, and um, try to run some of that energy off. So, but poor little Spoto, poor little man. But yeah, he honestly is doing so much better um, on his medication. We are in the process of changing his food, which is actually working out really well. Um, we found a food that is agreeing with his little system, and it looks like things are looking up for him with a new food, so we're happy about that. So I mean, he is doing really well. He, like I said, he's having his moments, but he's a puppy. He's bound to have his moments.
I know when Starsky was around, yeah, he got severely overweight. He was a very large cat. And the vet, they, of course, told us, well, here's what you need to do. And they had, I think it was Science Diet
Right.
food there. And of course, it costs.
Oh yeah.
And, I'm like, well, I will try some of this, but, I'm going to go and look for something that I can, afford because he's going to be on his little diet for a long time.
Exactly.
And I want him to like what he eats, not be stuck
Right.
with something that, it's too expensive and no, and teeny weeny little cans and no.
You're
So I ended up I just researched it for cats with diabetes and, just researched it. And that, of course, I had been feeding, for the longest time, I had fed him dry food.
right.
Well, I've come to find out you don't want to feed them dry food. You want to feed them wet food.
Right.
And you've got to look for the ones with, the best nutrition, the least calories, and
Yeah.
etc. for him. So yeah, I just researched it and started feeding him what I wanted to feed him, and he lost a lot of weight. In fact, he lost so much weight they were concerned that he was too thin. I'm like, are you serious?
He went from one extreme to the other. Oh my.
I'm
Isn't
like,
that
I
crazy?
can't win. I just
Mm-hmm.
can't win. At one point, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I was giving this cat insulin. I was having to do, I hate doing that. I hated doing that.
Yeah.
But, when you got to, you got to.
Of
And my
course.
husband, he's like, I don't, I'm doing it. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Well,
I
somebody
will.
has to, so here we go. Now, just taking a quick look at the comments here, and let's see here. Mutnut says her town is known as the Maryland Blue Crab Capital of Maryland. Awesome.
Yeah.
And Dawn McCreary let Mutnut know that she grew up on the eastern shore of Maryland in a town called Royal Oak next to St. Michael's. And let's see here.
I love these
And
names. They're
I
so
know, isn't it?
nice.
Yeah. And Benji said that she loves oyster stew made with milk and butter and salt and pepper.
I love the stew. I don't like the oysters. My mom, I loved my mom's oyster stew. I loved it. I would drink the juice all day long, but I wouldn't want to eat the oysters. I just, oh,
So I take it putting oysters in your dressing at Thanksgiving is out.
no, we won't do that. No.
We never have here in our house. I don't like seafood. I like salmon. I like tuna fish, but that's my
Yeah.
extent. Oh, I like stuffed crabs. I'm sorry, stuffed clams, and that's all I like.
Mm.
But yeah, I would never oysters. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not an oyster
Well, my
lover.
favorite thing would be what they call the giblets. Although I don't want liver. I don't like liver, chicken liver. I
Oh, you're talking
like
about the
chicken
turkey
gizzards
giblets, right?
or turkey, yeah, or that chicken or turkey. Either way, I like the gizzards.
Uh huh.
There's an interesting texture to the meat. It's got a little give to it, and it's something about that. But don't put me anywhere near chicken or turkey livers or anything. Funny thing is, what did I have this morning for breakfast? I had liver mush.
Liver mush. What is
I
that?
can eat liver mush or liver pudding, as sometimes they call it.
What
I
is
can
that?
eat that. Well, I always think of it as kind of like scrapple in a weird way.
Okay.
It comes in like a block,
Right.
and the way we cook it or whatever, you cut slices. I
Okay.
usually make them about a quarter inch thick, and you can fry them. I think my husband's tried to air fry it before. It's better if you do it in a pan. So, but yeah, just fried. It gets a nice little crust on it. It's just, hey, it's an acquired taste. It's liver.
No
There's
kidding.
liver in it. So, yeah, I love it. I don't know why I can do that, but don't get me anywhere near. I hate the smell of a chicken liver. Ugh,
Really? Oh, see now
there's something
Todd,
about it.
he gets all giddy when it comes time to make the turkey because, he just that bag of goodness. Yes. He looks forward to
My
that.
mom would dump it in a pot. Yep. Make stock out of it and do. Yep.
See, now
She
Todd
would
puts it
cook
right in the
it.
roasting pan. He puts it all right in the roasting pan, the
Oh, there
neck
you
and
go.
everything. Whatever
Yep.
comes in that bag, he puts everything in the roasting pan and oh yeah,
Hmm.
everything. And he loves the
No,
liver. So you wouldn't have
and
to
the
worry about
thing
a
is,
liver?
I loved my mom's dressing because it had the chicken stuff in it. Yeah, it had all that in it. With a, she would get the meat off the neck and all that stuff and put it in the dressing. And this is, yeah, it's not dressing that you stuff in a bird. I would
Right.
not want to eat anything that is stuffed in the cavity of a bird.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Years ago, my parents used to stuff the bird. I admit it. Years ago, they used to stuff the bird, but they never. My dad used to eat the liver and the giblets. He used to like that, but my mother-in-law, Todd's mom, God bless her, that woman, she always said, "Save me the tushy of the bird." She loved a turkey tushy. Yep, loved it. That was her favorite part. Mm-hmm.
well, alrighty then.
LMA, hello there. Oh, friends, while I'm thinking about this, if we could send some crafty love and well wishes also to a few folks that have not been feeling well. Shaz from Pencil Surprises. And Sweetie, you had made mention of somebody else that wasn't feeling well as well. I know Enza wasn't
Enza is
feeling
still
well.
not feeling
Yeah.
well. I think she said mentioned that she was getting sick again, and I'm like, oh
Oh,
my gosh.
goodness. Well,
So, but there are a lot of them. I'm when I pray now, I end up saying, Lord, you know who is in need
yeah.
of healing. You
Yep.
know
Yep.
who these people are, and I just pray like send massive healing to these
Of
people
course.
because
Yep.
I mean this time of year is bad. It's
It
real
is.
bad. And right
It
before
is.
I got sick recently, I had my flu shot and a pneumonia shot the same
Right.
day. So then I got sick.
That'll kick you right in the tail
I'm
feathers
like,
getting those this
dang.
evening. Yeah, yeah,
And it ended up being the bad. So I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh boy.
yeah.
Yeah. But thank God
Oh,
I'm over all
Lori,
that. And yeah,
there you go. And Amanda was saying that her Thanksgiving was last weekend. She still has leftover turkey. I can't wait for that. Girlfriend, I cannot wait. See, Todd and I, we make everything, all our side dishes ahead of time because this way we put the turkey in the oven early in the morning and we have our dinner at noon. We have our big meal at noon. And then we spend
perfect
the rest
time.
of the afternoon watching some football. Oops, sorry.
Right.
And then between the afternoon game and the evening games, we feel like having a little something to nosh on. We break everything out and make our big turkey sandwiches for the evening. And then we sit back and we're, loaded, locked and loaded for the rest of the evening, fully, loaded with turkey and goodness.
Yeah, you munch down on the
So,
leftovers.
huh?
Yum. Eat
Oh,
those
yeah.
leftovers.
Oh, yeah. So that's why we like to get everything. So this way, less dishes we have to fuss and muss with on the day. And then we later on just have our turkey sandwiches after our big meal. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, yeah, definitely. And let's see here. Well, Lori, it is so nice to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for the good vibes to those that are not feeling well. Absolutely. And let's see here. And Benji, yes, Benji, I think she's making a lot of people hungry with all that good food talk she's saying. She says she loves shrimp and oysters and grouper and mullet and clams and
Ooh.
crabs and bulldozers and scallops and crab fingers. Girlfriend, you named just about everything that's in the sea. That's awesome. My husband, if it swam in the sea or a fresh body of water, he loves it. He'll eat it for sure. We loved it in Florida because, uh, you know, they had so many great seafood restaurants. So many great seafood restaurants. I don't know why I just poured my these drills back out. I just poured them back into
What
the
did you
thing.
do? What did you do?
I I poured my drills back in the bottle to put them away, and then I'm sitting here yakking and pouring the drills back into the tray. I don't need them.
Maybe
Not yet.
you're not done with them.
Probably not. As soon as I lay my first drill of another color, I'll spot the one that I had. That's
Oh
typically
boy, with this autumn lane, I'm just redoing the same colors over and over and over again. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'll get to it when I get to it. It'll be done when I put that last drill on there.
that's right. Exactly right. This canvas is coming along so nicely though. I'm so super pleased with it. Our little Meow Lisa.
She's just too
She really
cute.
is. And
Did you hear
I
what I said? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go right ahead because you were about to talk about exactly what I was going to talk about. Go right ahead.
Did you hear what I said about the kitty with the pearl earring
Yes.
and the pearl earring?
Yes. Yes.
When I made mention of what's the pearl earring attached to?
I
I said
noticed
the
that when I
ears are up
first
here. And I'm like, why
and
is
the
it down?
earring's not.
I'm like, it makes sense for it to be down there, but
Right. However,
oh,
yeah,
I
I
thought
don't
it
know.
was funny.
I did too.
Oh, it was just too cute.
I was actually going to talk about that as well. And
Great minds think alike.
exactly. And the expression on her face. That little
Yeah,
look
did
of
you get the? She's like, she looks like I keep saying, she looks stressed.
yes.
But my
Yes.
canvas, the way my canvas looks, she doesn't look stressed. But the
Yeah.
thumbnail has this little indentation right up in here, almost like a little V right up in here, where she just looks concerned about something.
Exactly.
Probably that the earring is down here and not on her ear. I'm just saying.
Is it concern or is it a little discomfort?
Maybe, I
Like,
don't
I
know if
need to
it's
get the
stuck in her
stock.
neck or is it on her fur or
Exactly,
what is it?
exactly.
Is it a bug? I mean, what the heck?
I have to mention to you also that one canvas with the village with the pink in it,
The pink?
that win
Hmm.
the pink, winter scene. I
Yes.
actually had order that's on its way here already before I saw your video. You're showing that, and I'm, like, laughing so hard, I'm like, "I
Yep.
can't
You
believe
got to
this."
realize I've had this bag since August 5th.
But the fact that I ordered it and then you're showing it, I'm
Yep.
like, "Oh, the 2 of us are just so." So I
Well,
keep
now
saying,
here's my thinking, and I'm keep telling myself I have got to stop. I just ordered two more Timu orders. Oh God! And I'm like, I'm telling myself there can't be anything else I want on this site. It's got to stop. And so I told myself, I'm not buying anymore. I am cutting ties. I'm just going to stop. I keep telling myself that. And then I'm going to see something again unless I stop their emails to me, which I might have to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, unless
I
I
hear
need
you.
something particular, I don't need any more diamond paintings. Really, I mean, I don't even really need all the PR packages that I'm getting. So I've got so many, I'll never do them all. I'm like,
I
oh my
hear you.
gosh,
I hear you.
what am I going to do with all this stuff? That's
And that's
why,
what I told
yeah.
Todd. I said, as far as Timu goes, I'm gonna start, like, because they have different bits and bobs that I want, and they're not necessarily diamond painting related. Yes, there are some that are, but not, you know, there is some stuff that I get that isn't diamond painting related that I get from them. And so I'll scour, I'll scour the site for that stuff, but I really am gonna start a little less and less with the diamond paintings. So as far as,
Yeah, and I
Timu
look at
goes.
their off the canvas stuff, like the coasters and stuff like. Well, I've got coasters in some bags that I haven't opened yet. Yeah, and
Yep.
it's like I'm more towards the off the canvas stuff, and I absolutely love it. Now, if you saw it or not, I absolutely love my crochet bowl, my
I
crochet
love that.
yarn
I've seen
bowl.
that. Yes.
It's beautiful. Now, Lady Mawa just opened one. I just looked at hers this morning. Hers has a lid on it. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
but hers came from a PR package and it was
Right.
like 15, 16 bucks worth.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, oh,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
I paid like $7 and something. I went on there, and if you look at the detail listing for it, it's like 14.98 now
Oh, wow. Yeah.
for that bowl, and
Yep.
it doesn't have a lid.
It's
So
beautiful, though.
I love the colors.
Yeah.
That looked really like autumn, and I was so thrilled to get that. That is so cool.
It's really neat. I've seen that bowl before. And Benji said she forgot squid, aka calamari. Oh, Benji, my husband loves calamari. Oh my gosh. Every chance he gets, he orders it. And let's see here.
I didn't want to
Um,
badmouth calamari, but I'm not a fan, so
I'm not a
yeah,
fan either.
I wouldn't eat it. I'm sure it's good, I guess, but
If it's cooked right. If it's not cooked right, and honestly, it can go from fabulous to a mess in a second. If it's not
ugh,
cooked right, it'll turn into a rubber band and it's very unenjoyable, according to my husband. I do not, no, thank you.
kind of what it looks like, a rubber
Yeah,
band.
yeah, and it will cook up like one too if it's not done right. But he has had some fabulous calamari. I just want to pop in with a little note here. First of all, Judy is saying hi, ladies and gentlemen, and
Hi,
hi, honey.
Judy.
We love you. And
I miss you.
also, yes, we miss you terribly. And also, let's give some crafty love out to John, Tara's husband, who his dad recently passed away. So I am so very sorry, John,
Oh,
for your loss. Um, may your dad rest in peace. And And I'm sure that, yeah, he said he's going through a mixture of emotions right now, and I can understand that. Um, but we love you, and you take all the time you need to. You've got to get through what you've got to get through, and it's
That's
not
right.
easy. So,
One
but
day
know
at a
that we love
time.
you. Yep, you have a lot of people that out there that love and support you, and we send you a lot of crafty love as well. And we got still got people saying hello to Judy. And let's see here. Boy, am I behind on the comments.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. Oh, all right. And
Those songs.
lots of condolences sent out to John. And let's see here. And lots of hellos to Judy as well. Awesome. So I think I'm all caught up finally. But yeah, if calamari's not cooked right, and like I said, it can turn in a moment. It's a very touchy type of a fish to cook, seafood to cook. Um, but Todd loves it. Me, not so much. Not so much. Yuck.
Yeah, and in fact, it's interesting. There are some dishes that I can't handle just because of the lingering smell or the smell of it. Like if I'm at a restaurant, my husband gets like salmon. I don't want to smell it.
Really? Really?
It just makes me sick. It
Yeah.
really makes me. I can eat salmon patties all day long. They're
My
so good
favorite.
with tartar
Yes.
sauce. Yes, they're so
Yes.
good. I will eat that. That's not. I'll make it. I don't have a problem with that. I recently taught my husband how to make it.
Really?
Um, yeah, and it's like, and that smells, and I will complain about that too. Like
Right.
he'll say, "Oh, I want some salmon patties." I'm like, uh,
Do you
and I'll have
really?
to
Yeah.
smell it.
Do
I'll have
you
to smell
really?
it for a couple of days. Oh, gee, you know. But yeah, there's some things I just don't want to smell it, especially
Todd?
if I'm in a restaurant. Ugh.
Well, Todd, if I'm going to say three words to the camera, and if my husband is out there, split pea soup. My husband can't
There's a
stand it. He
story.
hates the look of it. He hates the smell of it. My mother-in-law used to make it, and the only time I ever ate it was when she made it. So since she's been gone, I haven't had it. I loved it.
Oh,
I loved her split pea soup, but my husband, he would gag rather than look at it or smell it. So, yeah, but she made some really good split pea soup. I'll hear about
that
it when I
just
go out
sounds
later on.
so good. It sounds so good.
Whenever we had a ham, whenever she used to make a ham, she
Oh
always used to get
yes.
the big ham and have the bone, and she'd always be like,
Mhm.
"I'm saving that for my split pea soup," and Todd's like, "You can have it." He hated it. He hated it. He always told her, "Make it when I'm not home, Mom, because I can't stand it." I don't know if I'm that way with anything. I'm not sure. I'm sure Todd will tell me if I am. I don't think I don't know.
And my mom used to make some. I think she only made it once. That I just. It was a fish stew, and it just grossed me out totally. I'm like, I don't care if I just eat a piece of bread. That's what I'll have for supper, but I am not having that. Nope.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Hi, Michelle. Miss Michelle is here.
Hey, Michelle.
I love I love salmon patties too. You know, Benji, my parents, I have actually a recipe for it. A salmon loaf, which is the same concept but made into a loaf, like a meatloaf. It is so good, and my mom used
Wow.
to make it, and then she used to make homemade macaroni and cheese. Whenever we had salmon patties, we always had it accompanied with homemade macaroni and cheese. For some reason, that's when we had salmon cakes or salmon loaf, we always had homemade macaroni and cheese. It is so good.
Macaroni and cheese, and I like steamed cabbage.
Ooh.
Steamed cabbage with my, yeah, that's
Ah.
really good. Really good.
Delish, I'm
Yep,
sure.
to this day, that's what I want. I want steamed cabbage.
There you go.
And I
And
need to
let's
make a homemade mac and cheese because this, I love Stouffer's, don't get me wrong, but I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired of their kind of ooey, yucky, saucy noodles,
yes.
macaroni. No, I've just gotten
Yes.
tired of it. I've had so
Okay.
much of it.
Friends, does anybody remember Howard Johnson's macaroni and cheese? Howard Johnson was a string of hotels, big in the
Mhm.
north, and for some reason they had a signature dish. It was their macaroni and cheese, and it was so good. Howard Johnson's macaroni and cheese. And you used to be able to get it frozen in the frozen food section
Okay.
after
Huh.
because these Howard Johnson hotels had these little like a lunch counter type thing, like a little
Yeah.
diner attached to them. And they
Right.
had
Like a
macaroni
little
and cheese.
restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
delicious. Delicious. So if anybody out there remembers homemade
What was so great about it? I mean, what does it have? Little
I
breadcrumbs
don't
on
know.
it, or what was the
No,
What was
it was
it?
just the taste. It was I don't know. I can't put
Okay.
my finger on it, but it was just a very unique taste. And yeah, I don't know why, but I loved it. Let's see here. I'm going to go back up in the comments because we got some comments about some cooking here. Benji
Oh
says, I
boy.
like salmon, especially salmon patties, tuna cooked like salmon patties. See, now I've never had tuna patties, which is what I'll call them because if you're saying it's tuna cooked like a salmon patty, I've never had
Right.
that before. But my mother in law used to make cod cakes and it used
Oh,
potato flakes
it's a binder.
as a binder. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she used to make those and they were, I think I had them. I think I did. And they were good. Now, Dawn McCreary says soft shell crabs are the best. Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I'm gonna have to try it sometime.
Let's see here. Benji, you haven't had split pea soup? It's delicious. It's a unique color, first of all, and texture. Um, so if you can get past that, it really is delicious. I can only say that I've only had my mother-in-law's though. I won't eat anybody else's split pea soup because she made the best. So, and let's see here. Steamed cabbage is good. Benji says steamed
Mm.
cabbage is good. And let's see here. We used to stop where while traveling. I don't know, remember mac and cheese, but they had good ice cream. It may have been a Howard Johnson. Let's see. Uh, Benji said, "Oh, okay, Benji." Gail said she couldn't remember if it was the Howard Johnson, but they had good mac and cheese and they had good ice cream. Awesome. Benji said that she had a Howard Johnson where she lived, but never ate there. Let's see.
Mhm.
Dawn McCreary says science diet is all she feeds her cats. Awesome.
Okay.
And let's see here. Let's see. Mutnut says her dad used to get it when he worked in Ocean City, Maryland. She misses Howard Johnson. Oh, good. So you know. So we have some people that know about that. Awesome. Howard Johnson had the best fried clams. I'm sure my husband, if he had the fried clams from Howard Johnson, he would attest to that. Let's see here. Did they really? Gail is telling us that split pea soup is what they used for the visual effects in the scene from The Exorcist.
Exorcist. I was. Mm,
Okay, let's turn this around
yeah.
and go in a different direction, shall we?
Boy.
Oh, goodness. Well, Halloween is just around the corner. That's
Well, and I have a little story when you're talking about The Exorcist. I didn't really want to watch the movie. I read the book, and I was a little younger, a lot younger. And this book was so scary to me, I would not bring it into my bedroom. I would literally leave the book out in the living room in the house that I grew up in. And in that house, the living room was you walk in the front door to the living room.
Right.
If you went through the living room, you go kind of to the kitchen. But it kind of circled around, and then you had a hallway that brought you all the way down to the bathroom, the one bathroom in the house, and then three bedrooms.
Right.
And the bedroom I was in was straight down the hallway. And so the book I left in the living room. There was no way I was bringing that anywhere near me. I was so bothered by this book because to me, it's worse when you're reading it because your
You get the picture.
imagination makes
Yes.
it worse.
Yes. Yes. The movie that
Okay?
plays in your
Yeah,
mind from reading, you create your own movie when you're reading
right.
in your mind. And you're
Yep.
right. You're right. It can be so much worse. Oh my
So I
goodness.
always had the creepy feeling. I would not close my door most of the time. I would leave my door open so I could see. And I was always looking down that hall.
Oh my gosh.
Scary, very scary. But
That's crazy.
one night, it was so weird because it was pitch dark in the house, pitch dark in my room. And I literally felt someone come and sit on my bed. It was,
Bye.
yeah, I
Nice.
was
Bye bye.
visited. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I do not feel evil
Right.
from this. It scared me,
Right.
and I was concerned, but I was like, I'm not feeling something that would intend to harm me.
Right.
So I just threw the blanket over my head. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna sleep under here for now. You just be there. That's okay. I'm all right. This house, I don't know. This house was built, but right before we moved in it. So I don't know if this was some burial ground or anything weird in this little place. But yeah, I feel like there was something there. There was someone there. But I was like, okay, I try to explain it as my guardian angel.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, maybe something was bothering me and this came to, just say it's okay. I don't know. But yeah, but that gave me the weirdest feeling.
I can imagine.
But I just, yeah, I remember that very vividly.
Well, I'll tell you something. It's so funny. You and I are more alike than I think, and the more we keep talking to each other, it's really sending that message home to me. When I was little, and Judy, if she happens to still be here, or she can talk about it next week when we see her. When we were little, we lived in this old house, and one night, sound asleep, I had a gentleman walk into. He was just this black figure, but I knew it was a gentleman with a suit. And he walked into the room. My bed was the bed closest to the door, like straight. Like here's the door, and my bed is on the opposite wall, facing that. The
Yeah.
head of the bed's against the wall. The foot of the bed's right there. This
Okay.
gentleman, who I could not see his face, I knew it was a man. I knew he was wearing a suit. Walks in, sits down on the foot of my bed. I see his I see his neck turn to me. I can't see his face, but I see his neck turn to me, this black figure, and all of a sudden, I see this. I saw him just fall over. I the next thing I
Wow.
know, my eyes are open in the hallway. I don't know how I got there. I think I literally leapt like one leap, boom, out the bedroom into the hallway, screaming at the top of my lungs.
Oh my
It
gosh.
he wasn't he didn't frighten me. It was just the fact that the he didn't frighten me. It's just the fact that the moment that got me was
Him falling
Just
like he
he
was dying.
literally just sat there, looked at me, and just keeled over, and that's the
Wow.
part that scared me the most. Him coming into the room, yeah, it was a little scary because I didn't know who it was, and sitting on my bed, that wasn't so bad, but the keeling over is what got me,
Yeah.
and before I knew it, I am
Weird.
screaming like an opera singer, and oh, yeah, I think I woke the neighbors up, I screamed so loud.
Oh my gosh.
It was horrific. So for you to say that you had somebody sit on your bed, I'm like,
Yep.
"Girl, girl, mm-mm." That was yeah, that got me.
Yep.
That got me. But I'm glad that you didn't feel fear.
I didn't feel threatened.
Yeah.
No. It wasn't anything scary.
Yeah.
And I've always heard that poltergeists tend to gravitate towards little girls,
I've not heard that, but
female.
I wouldn't I wouldn't
Yeah, it was
doubt it.
they gravitate toward females. I don't know if you noticed in Poltergeist the movie, the little girl is at the TV.
Mhm.
They're here, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I watched that movie. I don't like that movie, but I
Me
watched that
either.
movie.
Me too.
I won't watch it now. Don't make me watch that. No,
The only way
I've
I'll
been there,
ever
done
watch
that.
a scary movie is if I have all the lights on and it's like 12 noon on in the middle of the day, and that's it. I
Even
can't.
then, it creeps me out. Then I'm
I can't
watching.
watch it.
I'm looking behind me. I'm hearing things. Well, gosh, even today. I mean, here I'm retired. I've always been, working and doing all that stuff. And now I'm here 24/7 just about. And I'm listening to all the sounds of the house. And of course, I can hear the neighbors as
Right.
well. And I'm always wondering, what was that? What was that? What in God's name was that?
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
And Nancy, hi Nancy. Nancy is
Hi,
saying
Nancy.
try living in an apartment that's haunted with a ghost that wants to cook. I will put my
Oh,
lunch
wow.
in the morning and he'll have it for me, I hope. Let's see here. I have ghost that plays in my kitchen at night, gets into the cupboard and puts pans on the floor. Wowa. I mean,
Cool.
listen, if that's all they're doing, okay,
Right.
I can pick up a pan on the floor, no problem. Listen, do me a favor, scramble an egg once in a while, leave it for me in the morning, okay? Gee whiz. But yeah, I mean, Nancy, no,
Wow.
yeah, that's crazy. She learned that the person who lived in the apartment before was a professional chef. Hello. Well, that cracks
Neat.
that case. That cracks that case. Neat. Isn't that neat? So he went back to his place and just to tell you, hey, I'm here. But he doesn't scare you, does he? Or is it just, you do walk in the kitchen in the morning and, oh, hi, chef, whoever you are, Boyardee. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim. You
Hey,
had your,
Kim.
she said she had her place blessed. Oh, goodness.
Nice. Okay.
Benji said, oh, Benji says, oh, my, Nancy, I might have to move. Listen, if all they're doing is putting, the pans on the floor, no harm, no foul. No
As
harm, no
long
foul.
as things aren't, it's not threatening to you. If they're
Exactly.
not hurting you. They're not attacking you or anything like that. I wouldn't even mind a door slamming behind me every once in a while, as long as, I'm like, you know, I'd probably say something, dude,
Are we cool? Yeah. Are
easy
we
now.
cool?
Just make sure everything's okay. Did I do something that upset you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And Robbie says, when I go for a walk, I feel like someone is behind me and I look around and I do not see anyone there. But I always do a 360 look around to make sure no one is there. There you go. That's what you got to do.
Good. Do that.
Exactly.
But whenever you don't see anybody, you can think that's your guardian angel.
Exactly right. Yep.
There, you're good.
And Nancy says, no, he
Uh,
doesn't scare her, but she's in a wheelchair. So she'd rather he not put things on the floor
ooh.
where I can't get them. That you're right. Yeah, that would be a conversation we'd have to have. Listen, put it on the counter. I'm okay with that. Put it on the table, in the sink, but please don't put it on the floor where I can't reach it. Exactly. Understandable, Nancy. Now, since you had your place blessed, has he come back? That's what I want to know. Let's
And have you
see.
tried to communicate with him?
Yeah, yeah. Um, and let's see now. Hi, Berta. I know she's not listening to me right now.
Berta.
Berta says, "Hey, T. Hey, everyone except that other person on the screen
Oh, come on
in that
now.
kind of attire. Hey, hey, girl. Hey, what do you mean, girl? What do you mean?
Who are the Bills playing this week?
I don't recall.
And when?
Sunday, and I think
Sunday,
it's
Sunday.
I. If my husband has his phone, let's see here. If he will reach out to me and let me know who the Bills are playing on Sunday, and if it's an early game or a late game or an evening game. Thanks, babe. What is it? What was that, dear? Playing the Giants on Sunday. Early
Ooh.
game or late game? Ugh. He's got to be my secretary right now. Thanks. So he's playing the Giants. That's right, the Giants, because their head coach used. I'm sorry? What was that, dear? Oh, he might be typing something out for me. Maybe I don't want to read it.
He's like, we are not going to do this. We're not going to be yelling back and forth.
Oh, and Berta says the Giants and it's a late game. Well, see,
There
here's
you
the
go.
thing. The Giants head coach used to be a coach. Okay, Sunday night. Thank you, dear. Berta already
Thank
said that, so
you.
thank you. Um, but the head coach of the Giants used to be one of the supporting coaches of the Buffalo Bills. So it's kind of bittersweet. Of course, we
Oh.
want the Bills to win, but of course, we want the Bills to win,
Well,
Berta.
what I was going to say is the Bills better win this one,
Amen.
or I'm going to be mad
Amen.
because I'm pulling for the Bills. I don't pull for any Giants.
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's their quarterback now?
The Giants?
Hmm.
I don't know. I
I'm
probably
trying to
know and I
think.
can't
Where
recall.
did Garoppolo go? Where did Garoppolo go?
Uh,
But
the
then I'm thinking he's
Raiders?
probably. I think
No.
he might be hurt. Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets. I can't think. Maybe the Raiders. Did he go to the Raiders? Maybe.
Nancy is saying, let's see here. Not as much. He pretty much does as he pleases. I've told him he's welcome to come here, but don't let me see you and don't put things on the floor. I think that's a very
Okay.
reasonable request. And you know what, Nancy? You've done the right thing. From my research, honestly, if you're polite and if they're polite, if they're not hurting you in any way, coexist. It's okay.
Yeah.
And you can have that conversation and say, dude, just do me a favor. Don't put things on the floor. I'm okay with you. So there you go. That's awesome. And let's see here. And he's been pretty good since then. See? You have this
Nice.
little compromise. That's awesome. In my opinion, it's not just us here. It's not the end all. Let's see here. And my husband says his favorite food is raw clams on the half shell.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We would go to
Not
clam
a
bakes
role for
and
me, but that's
oh no,
okay.
me either.
To each
We
his
would go to a
own.
clam bake and he would stand there at the clam bar with his buddies talking and, after dozens and dozens and dozens. And I would just sit there, and talk with other people. wait for the chicken to come out. So because that's all I liked. So
Oh my goodness. Mm. Now, I've
that's
had whole belly clams. It's just my husband loves them. He's a Yankee transplant, but yeah, he loves whole belly clams, and they're okay. I'm not gonna say they're horrible, but they're an acquired taste.
my mother-in-law used to love mussels, and we used to take her to this one local little restaurant when we lived in St. Petersburg, Florida, and it was a little dive of a restaurant. It looked like it was a shack. And they would come out, she would order the mussels, and they would come out. You know how you can get in the dollar store the plastic pails for the kids to play on the beach with?
Hmm.
Just,
Yeah,
just a little plastic pail with a little handle on it. They would come out with one of those full of mussels, and she would just sit there and go to
nice.
town. Oh my gosh,
Wow.
she loved it. She loved it. Whenever we wanted to treat her, you feel like going out and, go down to, I forget what the name of it, Crab Shack or something like that. I forget what it was. And oh yeah, and she'd always have her mussels. Always. Let's see here. Benji said she's never had raw clams, only fried clams. I only like stuffed clams myself. So, and thank you, Miss Tara, asking for folks to give us a thumbs up, way up. Let's
Awesome.
see here. And my husband is now he's, chiming in. It was called the Crab Shack, so I was right. Okay, the Crab Shack. There you go. And on it was a little tiny hole in the wall, and it really was a shack, but it had really good food
Sometimes
on it.
those are the best places.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Gail, I'm with you, honey. I love stuffed clams as well. Yummy. Every New Year's Eve, Todd and I always make sure we have stuffed clams. I mean, we get them other times of the year too, but that's just a little treat that we like to get for our snacks for New Year's Eve. Yummy.
Nice.
Every so often, he'll get some shrimp. He'll get some shrimp to enjoy.
I love shrimp cocktail.
Do you?
That's a nice little appetizer for the meal.
Sure. My parents used to enjoy those too. Remember when they used to get them in the little glass jars, and you could
Hmm.
use the little glass jar afterward as like a juice glass? My
Yep.
parents had a collection of them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My dad enjoyed clams and oysters and all that. Not I. I did try a raw oyster when I was little, though. Oh, let's
Well,
see here. Oh, and pickled
scallops are
herring.
interesting. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Pickled herring. Woo!
Well,
Never had it.
every
Never had it.
every New Year's Eve, that's a tradition that Todd has. He would always eat pickled herring because he is Swedish, of Swedish descent, and he always ate pickled herring on New Year's Eve for good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, so every New Year's Eve he has his pickled herring.
Well, I always have my greens and black eyed peas.
There you go. That's a
Dollars and
staple.
cents.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of none of it. The only tradition we have for New Year's Eve, my parents always used to put a loaf of bread and a $5 bill on the table, and that was so we would always have food on the table for the year to come and money in our pocket.
There you go.
Yep, and it always worked. Every year, I always make sure I always call Judy up. Do you have your loaf of bread and $5 bill on the table? Yes, I do. Okay. I love traditions. Let's see. Nancy says she loves clams. She'll eat them any chance she gets. We have a tourist attraction here in Washington State, Tillicum Village, where they serve where they would serve you a cup of them upon arriving on the island. Oh wow. I mean, if you're a lover of that kind of stuff, that's a welcome treat for sure. And let's see here. Dawn says, I made homemade mac and cheese last Saturday. Mm-mm. I
Yum.
will make my homemade mac and cheese as well, and I'll film a video for it for sure. Mutnut says that she loves clams cooked. Let's see here. Lots of was, but not raw. Okay, so she'll like them. She likes them cooked, but she doesn't like them raw. Awesome.
I couldn't do them raw. Ugh.
Oh, Todd loves. Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, homemade mac and cheese. That's another good meal to have. Every so often, Todd and I will make homemade mac and cheese, and we'll put ground beef in it or ham, chopped ham.
I imagine you can put kielbasa in it. You can put all
Yes,
kinds of
done
things in it.
kielbasa, very good. I've been making the same recipe out of my grandmother's cookbook every time I make homemade macaroni and cheese. Oh, sorry. I don't know if my hair was rubbing up against the microphone, making a noise. Um, but yeah, I made the same recipe. It's our favorite. And whenever Judy comes up to visit, I always have to make it because she ends up taking some home with her. And when I say taking it home, she makes sure she packs herself some plastic silverware because she eats it on the way home. That and baked beans. She gets a
Oh,
container of baked beans and a container of mac and cheese.
yes.
Let's see here. The clams were a precursor to the dinner you would get later that day. Nice. Yummiest smoked king salmon ever. Oh my goodness. So worth going to. Wow. I would give you the uh, clams and I would take the salmon, Nancy. You and I would have to have an understanding. I'd share, all right, I'd share the salmon, but you could have the clams. Yucky. I don't like clams, except if they're stuffed. But that sounds like a nice thing.
I don't mind fried clams. Fried clams are good.
I love it talking about food. Love it. I love it. Well, because all I've been thinking about is
Everybody,
Thanksgiving. Huh?
everybody's got all their recipes and everything, so
Yes.
it's something. Yeah, something we all do. We all eat.
We all have to eat. Exactly right.
Yeah, we are going tonight to a little restaurant. It's actually a drive-in restaurant, and they have bellhops. Like I'm going to call them bellhops.
Oh,
They're the little
yeah.
car hops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they don't skate or anything. These are all African American gentlemen. They have
Oh.
been there for eons,
Oh.
and it's called South 21. It is on our Independence Boulevard. It's on the main drag, and so we have to. I hear my garage door opening. Oh, that means hubby's home. He's going to be looking at the clock and going, "You
Well,
left
see, I'm
early."
glad. I'm glad that we got here early.
But more than likely going to have their trout dinner, which is good.
Oh.
I mean, they're huge pieces of fish, and they always give you a little dinner roll, and they give you this slaw that is made with vinegar. So it's cabbage and vinegar.
Yes.
God, I love this stuff. It's just shredded cabbage and a vinegar, and it's got salt, pepper. You can just taste all these spices. all this in this cabbage. All it is cabbage with vinegar. And I love it. I will drink the juice. It is just so wonderful. And they only
You know,
give you
that's
this little cup of it.
it sounds like that's a nice little crispy accompaniment to your main
Yeah.
dish. Almost a
Well,
like
with
a
my
palate cleanser.
yeah, but with my little roll that they give me, and my
Mm,
husband sometimes gives me his roll. I open up the roll. They give you some tartar sauce. I'm slather a little bit of tartar sauce on each side. I take a little bit of slaw, put a little bit of slaw in there, and then I take and break one of the pieces of fish to the larger size because it's large and then it goes down to small. So
right,
it's like a wedge of
right.
fish and nice white flaky fish. It's just wonderful. And it has a coating on it that's so good. So I take that hefty end and I put it on the little roll there and I pull the top part off and then sit it on top. And then I kind of squish it. And I have a trout o slider.
There you go. Oh my gosh, that sounds so neat.
Love it. It is so good. So good. The simple little things of life. Mm.
There you go. Peta, hi there.
Oh,
Peta says hello, ladies.
Nina,
Hello.
great. She
Oh.
stopped in.
Oh, and Benji, you're on keto? Ah, I see.
Oh
But there's a
boy.
lot of good alternatives with on the keto diet too.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about that. And Nancy says, by the way, hello to all here. Hello.
Hello.
Dawn McCreary said The Exorcist was the scariest book she's ever read too. I tell you, the
It
mind.
gives me the willies just thinking about it. I just woo.
I That's why I love reading because I always think that reading the book is always so much better than the movie because you're creating your own movie through
Right.
what you're reading. So, yeah, I love reading. Love reading a good book.
I haven't picked up a book in so long.
I haven't either.
Hi, honey. Everybody said happy birthday. I will play
Happy
the video.
birthday!
I'll play the video for you later so you can hear Debbie sing to you.
Oh, you can skip right over that part, girl. You can skip right over that.
No. Ooh, somebody sent him an Amazon package. Well,
Oh,
what I like to do for anybody's birthday is I like to do Marilyn.
oh,
And I know
absolutely.
you kind of do it too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
That was perfect.
Wow. I have watched that video when she's singing that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you go, girl.
Mm, that was, yeah. I mean, listen,
Ooh,
just watching that video, you practically have to have a little cigarette afterward because, man,
pretty much.
she was smoking. She was smoking. Whew, that was sending some signals,
Yeah.
kids.
That pretty much said, yes, they had some kind of involvement together. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
think so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love doing that.
When I was at work, it's so funny because I would do that. I would actually call the person whose birthday it was and do Marilyn. Oh, yeah. And it was more fun when it was a guy, of course, that I'm singing to. But yeah,
That's hysterical. That's funny.
I was the birthday lady because every birthday I had a list of people's birthdays that I compiled myself and I would bring cupcakes that I made.
Aw.
Little box cake, and it was so appreciated. And they were always saying that they were so good just
Aw.
because it was made with love. It wasn't
Exactly.
anything special. It was just, here, happy birthday.
Aw.
And I did it. I mean, it was not like it was sanctioned by my company. My
Right.
company, I think if the big guy had really thought about it, he probably would have had me stop because he didn't like that. That's taking away from work.
Heaven forbid.
So that is
Heaven
weird. I
forbid.
just got a Ticketmaster notification going, view my ticket. I'm like, I've already got my tickets in my wallet. I don't have to worry about that. Don't need to view my ticket. We're good. So yeah, I have uncovered my speed racer
Oh, yes.
walker. I
Yes.
got it nice and shiny, and it's
That
all
race
candy
car
apple
red?
red. Yeah, and I
Yes.
tested out the brakes. They work good.
Good. Oh,
So
good.
we're going to take our little body down to the accessible area, and we're going
Good.
to park ourselves. We have got front row, two seats together, and that's it. We're just the. I hate when I have to stand up to let people walk by me. It
Yeah.
drives me insane.
Yeah.
And people, it's like I had tucked my a sweater of mine underneath my seat one time.
Right.
Somebody actually hooked it with their foot and drug it down the line.
Oh
And
my
so I'm sitting there going, somebody stole my sweater.
Oh my
Yeah, but they
god.
looked down. Everybody started looking down, and here it is. Well, thanks, guys. You
Oh,
drug it all on the floor. Thanks. That's why I don't like going to concerts much. But hey, I don't have to worry about that this time. We're the only two people right there, and then
there you
there's
go.
people behind us.
There you
So I
go.
don't know how good the right side's going to be, but we'll see. I mean, we're only going
Oh,
to be looking at one guy on stage.
exactly.
So,
And I'm sure he'll make time to see every angle. He'll do center stage, stage right, stage left.
yeah.
Listen to me talking like I know what I'm saying. Let's see here. Nancy says, "Sweet tea, I was watching your video of Hall 15 of your
Oh,
Timu.
Lord.
Did you notice on the lighthouse painting the canvas said G as the start of your canvas number, but the colors started with an A?"
Well, I've got them right here.
Right.
And I pulled them out, and you are right. It starts with an A, A3063. Now, what I did is I just kind of looked at the color of each block on the legend, and
Uh-huh.
each color matches up to the hue on that.
Okay.
So, for whatever reason, they've misprinted these particular drills. But I did
Oh,
check
that's
it out,
funny.
and we are good.
Oh,
Everything
good.
matches up. Oh, yeah,
Good.
we're good. I
Oh,
was
good.
excited about that when I saw that, but I was like, oh my God, somebody's paying attention. I didn't.
Oh, good
So
catch,
thank you,
Nancy.
thank you, thank you.
That's awesome. That was a beautiful canvas too.
It is. It is really pretty. In fact, I've been buying some more lighthouse pictures. There was one on Temu that it was a pack of two, and
Oh,
they seemed to be like 40 by 30s.
right.
And looking at the price, it was like seven something. And I'm like, okay, well, two pictures, 30 by 40 for that? Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Why not?
$4 a piece.
That seems
Pretty
reasonable.
images, pretty images. And I don't think it's one that I've got. So rock and roll.
Good.
But we're not going to be talking about buying from Temu anymore.
No. Mm-mm.
We've got Temu coming. So
Mm-hmm.
more Temu until
More
all the
team.
bags are gone.
I love it. I love it. Yep, that's me. I'm going to try to
Yeah.
curb it. I've got quite a few things coming too, so we'll see how strong I can be. Here's to hoping.
Well,
Let's
I
see
hate to
here.
put
We got.
myself on a no buy because if I see something, then I just, I have to have it or I'll just die.
Well, yeah, I. That's realistic. Yeah, you're being realistic. I wouldn't put myself on a no buy. I just couldn't. Let's see here. And Nancy says, "Okay, good. So glad they were the right ones." Exactly. That would have been tragic. Let's see here. Oh, PETA, that's fine, my friend. Enjoy. Her partner Phil is taking her out for breakfast this morning. You have a lovely day as well,
Yay!
my dear.
Enjoy. Have fun.
Absolutely. And Nancy says that she's got more Timu coming too. More Christmas diamond paintings. Yay!
Oh boy.
I
I
love
need
it.
to get into my Christmas diamond painting box and see. I'm going to go shopping in my Christmas diamond painting box because I don't remember all I got. And those
I'm the
were from
same way.
Amazon. So, yeah.
I hear you. Well, that's what this Christmas barn one was, one of the ones that I dug deep into my stash and pulled that out and said, "I
Yep.
haven't seen you in a while, friend, so I think I'll do you first." And I have a ton of them too for Christmas that I got, but I still have stuff coming in for Christmas from Timu. I can't help it. I can't help it. But I
You
also
remember
have
the
to
one
order.
that I showed you of the three kitties sledding down the hill?
I think I
You
have
remember
that one
that one
coming.
that I showed you?
Yeah, I think I have that one
Really?
coming. Yeah,
Well, whenever it went away, it was sold out when I wanted to buy it.
right.
And so, I was like, okay. And so, of course, I placed an order. And the day after I placed that order, it popped up again. I'm
Oh,
like, that's why I said to you what I said the other day. I'm like, it's
yes.
almost like they wait for you to place your order. They know that you've been sitting on your cart
Yes.
and they wait for that. And then all of a sudden they go, oh, well, here's this that you wanted. So that you had
Exactly.
to place another order. I'm like,
Oh,
I get you. Hmm.
Todd totally
I
says
see what
that's
you're
that is totally true. That's exactly what they're doing.
doing.
But that, a lot of
Yep.
places do that same thing, but it just hits harder with Timu.
Yeah.
I think that's one that I got. Now I'm gonna have to look. Now I'm gonna have to look. Let's see here. Order confirmation. When did that order come in? When did I place that order? 6 days ago. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. View my order. Nope, that's not that one. Maybe I didn't get it. Maybe I'm telling tales out of school.
You remember the picture, I bet, that I
I
showed
do
you.
remember the picture.
Yeah.
I remember that picture for sure. I know I have two orders. I literally placed two orders on the same day because I am that.
I've done it before. And they pack them together too.
Yes. Let us see here. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I
I've
didn't
got a
order.
really cute one. Got a really cute one of three kitties, and they're all sticking their tongues out, and it's like snowing. So they're trying
Oh,
to
for
catch a
the.
snowflake. They're
Oh
so
my
cute.
God.
Yeah, they are so cute.
You can't do this to me anymore. I just
I'm
can't.
not doing a thing.
No, no, not you.
Not a
No, I
thing.
did not
And I
get
keep
that
telling
one.
y'all, I am not a Timu influencer. I'm not.
No, you're not.
I
No,
am not on their books as being an influencer
no,
at
you're
all.
not. That's right.
So I'm just saying, I am not an influencer.
No, but every time I watch your video of an unbagging, I'm placing an order before that video is ended.
Oh my goodness.
As you're saying goodbye, I'm saying goodbye, Timu. Click. Order submitted. So yeah. No, I did not
Mercy.
see that on either one of my orders though.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't mean I'm not going to look tonight because I have a cart started.
Well, when I got it, there was only 50 of them supposedly. So
Wish me luck.
it may or may not be there.
There you go. Well, I'm going to look.
And
Definitely.
I have gotten so bad. I had on Timu Hall 14, I had the detail list. I just wrote everything down because I had just filmed Timu Hall 15. I put Timu Hall 15 details on Timu Hall 14.
Oh no!
I realized that last night. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh no!
Uh, this is not good. I'm like,
Something
did I
doesn't look
really do that? And I went and looked on 14. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did. Holy cow.
oh my
I
gosh.
went through and seriously put everything on there for 15 on 14.
Oh my gosh.
So I went and copied it because I was doing the editing on 15. When I had transferred it, then I attached all of 15 to that. That made it real super easy. And then
Right.
all I did was go to 14, get rid of all that, and then just add in 14. Duh. I'm like,
Yes.
girlfriend, slow down. You are going way too fast.
Aw. Oh, Dawn, thank you, my friend. Dawn McCreary said she's got a dash. She said, bye, friends. Thank you, ladies. I had fun. Oh, have a
Bye,
great day,
Dawn.
honey. And Nancy says that she's working on the Last Supper as she listens to us.
Oh,
And she said she's over halfway done, just conquering the
wow.
back wall of the room now.
That's
Man,
a
all the
big
same
one.
color. She
That
says,
is a big one.
yeah, that is a big one, but that's gorgeous.
Yes, I
That's
know.
gorgeous.
It's
Hmm.
in one of my bags.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
Now
in
I'm
one of my bags.
I've been wanting it so I have been wanting
But you
that
know
one so
what?
bad.
I have seen one with a Last Supper, and I was like, is this sacrilege? And that's why I haven't ordered it. I'm like, it's interesting to me because it's a cartoon that's well known. It's the Last Supper in The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You've seen that one on Timu. And
Yeah.
I looked at that. I'm like, you know what? In a way, that's sacrilege. I don't like that. I don't.
No.
I'm like, no.
It was cutesy, but not in my
It was
wheelhouse
kind of,
yet.
yeah. I'm like, no, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah. I
But
would
I've got
yeah.
the original. Yeah,
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's
that's
going to
going
be
to take a
beautiful.
while to do. Wow, it is going to
Yeah.
take a while. All right,
Mhm.
my friend. Well, I hate to leave you because we could be doing another marathon 5 hour live, but I've got things to do,
That's okay, honey. I
and yeah,
understand. That's why
I
I
gotta.
put the offer out there for you to get this done earlier.
Luckily, I don't have too much to do. I just need to get my hair up, need to get my other shirt on and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna go out and have a good time tonight, and
Good.
yeah,
You
hopefully
deserve
tomorrow
it.
I'll get to sleep in.
Good. I
That'd be
hope
nice.
so. I hope so. For sure. Well, my friends, I
Well,
think that's going to do it for me as well. I want to thank you all so much for sticking around and just having some fun with Sweet Tea and myself today as we worked on our Meowna Lisa. And
yay! Let me see if
we,
I can bring mine up, and maybe you can. I
yeah.
don't know if you can see her or not. I always get moved around here.
How far up are you?
I am done with all of this part too. Let's see here. I've come up this way a little bit on the sides, and I've got her eyes, and then some of this up in here. But I've been working on colors down here in the paws, but it's taking me all the way up here. So,
Right.
yeah.
Girl, you have gotten to it. Me, I'm a slacker. You'll see how far I've gotten.
Oh, wow.
That's all I've gotten. That's all I've gotten. Look
That's
at
not too
yours is
bad.
coming out though.
That's not too bad.
It's not too good.
Yeah. Oh,
But look at the
yep.
sparkle on them. Aren't they? They sparkle beautifully.
Yep.
Wow, yours is. I love the details with the face. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get her face done.
I know. She's got
I'm
such
gonna have
cute
to work
little
on this a little bit.
eyes.
Oh, they
Look at
came out
those
so pretty.
eyes. Oh, and I'm just one dot on the nose. Oh boy. She's too cute.
She is too cute. Well, friends, that's going to do it for us today on our Whip and Chat. Next week, my friends, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be back to our regularly scheduled debauchery and bacchanalia on and we'll meet back here again on Debbie Gets Crafty. And we're going to see Judy, we're going to see Robbie, we're going to see everybody, and then Sweet Tea and I will do our Whip and Chat as well. We hope to see you
Sure.
there. Please, friends, if you like us, please give us a thumbs up, like the video. Also, if you've not yet subscribed to Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea, what are you waiting for? She's fabulous. Just look at her. Just listen to her. She's fabulous. Get
Oh my
over to
God.
her channel and you subscribe. Show my friend some love because she is a love. A love. Look at that face. Friends, until we see you all again, God bless each and every one of you. You're all in our prayers and thoughts. I
Yes.
can't wait to talk to you all again. God bless. We'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.
Ta ta for now.